It's a problem that can pop up anywhere there's a vacant lot, and neighbors say they've had enough of a popular makeshift car dealership right next to their homes.
This hit draws crime, vandalism, and unwanted traffic. KRQE News 13 investigative reporter Gabrielle Burkhart got answers from city and state officials.
It's out in the open.
Like 20 cars, trucks.
Anyone driving past Coors and Glen Rio in northwest Albuquerque knows this dirt lot is chock full of used cars for sale.
There's a little dinky sign that says no parking at any time.
Because the sign's working?
No.
This makeshift car dealership isn't just an eyesore for neighbors who live next to it, it's also illegal.
They keep saying that they're going to come and clean it, and they don't see it as a problem because they don't listen to what we have to say here in this neighborhood.
Neighbors didn't want to go on camera, saying they've had confrontations with some people blocking their driveways. Our investigation started with a viewer email saying they've sent numerous complaints about this lot to the city to no avail. My parents live in the area and they're fed up with the homeless and crime, and something like this contributes to that, the viewer wrote. Other neighbors agree.
I've actually had people come and literally use my yard as a restroom.
Sellers sometimes have vehicles vandalized in the dirt lot or tires stolen. So neighbors tell us they'll sometimes park the used cars in people's driveways overnight to avoid exposure.
Google Street View shows the lot mostly empty in 2014. Then more used cars parked there for sale in 2016 and in 2017.
Frustrating during the weekends.
So what's being done about this? We reached out to the city of Albuquerque, who says the dirt lot is actually owned by the New Mexico Department of Transportation.
It's within our right of way, and we have met with the city on several occasions.
Kimberly Gallegos with the NMDOT says the city took residential complaints via 311 and notified state officials.
About a month ago, we placed no parking signs, and so those have been put out in regards to the city ordinance. And so but apparently there's still people parking out there.
When I was here talking with neighbors, a man trying to sell some of these vehicles told me off camera this is how he makes his living, buying used cars, fixing them up, and then selling them out of this dirt lot. When I asked him who owns the lot, he said he didn't know.
And that's a problem, according to a Bernalillo County ordinance, which states private individuals may display a vehicle for sale at their home or workplace, and goes on to say, quote, a vehicle may be displayed for sale at another location which satisfies the provisions of the zoning code if permission is obtained from the owner of the property.
Did the NMDOT ever give anyone permission to sell cars there?
No, we did not. Certainly did not.
NMDOT says it'll work with law enforcement to help enforce the no parking signs, issue warnings, and if needed, ticket people for parking or vending in a right-of-way.
With the help of law enforcement, we should be able to alleviate this issue soon.
The property owner of a vacant Pizza Hut nearby had to put up a fence for this very reason, to keep used cars from piling onto the lot. But the unwanted traffic is just part of the problem. There's also safety concerns for consumers, anyone buying a car from a dirt lot on the side of the road. The New Mexico Independent Auto Dealers Association warns of curbstoning, someone selling used cars on the sly to avoid city or state regulations that apply to authorized car dealers. In some cases, the seller may not actually own the vehicle. Buyers looking for a deal can find themselves with a salvage title, vehicles with serious hidden mechanical issues, or falsified mileage. They may unknowingly buy a stolen vehicle and have no recourse without a warranty or being able to track down the seller.
Just because it feels like nothing is happening, please know that we have an inquiry log. So we take these calls very seriously.
What would you like to see happen?
Actually clean it up if you're really trying to sell a car. Go online. Everybody's online.
Gabrielle Burkhart, KRQE investigates.
The NMDOT says it cannot put up a fence or tow the vehicles in that dirt lot, but law enforcement can start issuing tickets. State and city officials are still encouraging people to call 311 with issues in their neighborhoods, saying even if it takes a while, they say they are working to resolve this issue.